What is this, Father? Hey, welcome, everybody. Italist one here on this Wednesday evening, this glorious Wednesday evening. Boy, would you believe I just do a recording and I never even turn on the mic? So, and say it was so nice once, I got to hear it twice. Let us roll the dice. You understand? So, this is the second take of Pass the Torch, Keep the Fire Burning. You understand? Happy Black History Month. Happy Reggae Month to everybody. Hey, if you have not hit the like button, hit the like button for me. And also, just share it out and don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Love, mega love shout out to everybody and to my people, especially. You know who you are. Big up yourself. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. Hey, we need some more watch hours. Help our brother out. You see it? Yeah, man. I saw it, the thing said. So, my people, man, I just did a podcast and me never turn on the mic. I'm so disappointed. Sometimes you do these things, I get so excited to just get it out because I'm tired, you know. Man, I dep on the plantation and do my thing. But it is alright, it is well. As long as there's life, you always have another shot. Yeah? And we can make it better. Later will be greater. You understand? So big up on yourself. Big up to the YouTubers, fraternity, all who have subscribed and who have yet to subscribe. Big up yourself. And to all of the other platforms, Spotify, Instagram, social media, all of you guys. Big up yourself. Mega love shout out to you guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for sticking by me and listening to my boring podcast. But I appreciate it same way. You understand? Because I reciprocate it back. You understand? All when it boring, me still a support. Because support is no price on that, man. Support come from the heart. You understand? And we are one. You understand? Oh, that my people will be one. We are one. You understand? Ital is one. That is it. So we just keep on going by the grace of God. The week is almost over. But I notice me never talk about Black History and me never big up Black History Month and me never bring up the Reggae Month. Yeah? Because we know say it's Reggae Month. And we know it's Black History Month. And we have to just big up all the freedom fighters, all the contributors who made this month possible. So many names to call. I can't call them all, but I got call a few. Yeah. One of the most important ones that I like, and I will start with King Selassie. King Selassie was the last king of Ethiopia in modern day times. Now, if you don't know about King Selassie, some may know about him, some may not. I think he came to Jamaica in 1966 and he did a tour of all the islands because black people were in the diaspora. And as you know, some Rastafari, not all Rastafari call him God. You understand? But King Selassie was important because he had, I think, 500 hectare acres. I don't know how much, but it's a 500, I believe, or 400. And he told the diaspora blacks abroad to come and help build Ethiopia, and you have free land for you and your family, and return back to Africa. He was a Pan-Africanist at heart, and he had a heart for the people of Africa abroad, right? And mind you, in that time, a lot of shenanigans was going on. Yeah, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, W. Boys, Marcus Garvey, all these things. I'm sure he was very knowledgeable of what was going on, and God spoke to his heart and said, "Go tour the islands, tour the nations, and tell them, say, look, come back to Africa." Not to mention, he contributed to starting the Ethiopian World Federation. And not to mention also that when Ethiopia was attacked, he sent out a clarion call for freedom fighters to come help fight Italy. All right. So big up all the people who know about Selassie. And if you don't know about Selassie, King Selassie, one of the great in a black history. All right. Also, you have Martin Luther King. Everybody know about Martin Luther. You have Malcolm X. Everybody know Marcus Garvey. If you don't know about Marcus Garvey, another great Pan-Africanist who encourage black people to do for self, right? To rise up, to have dignity, push your shoulders back and your chest out. You understand? And to be entrepreneurs when nobody was really encouraging us to do it. But there were others out there that did it, like Madam C.J. Walker. You understand? There were people out there doing it. Even a black man built a car and he was bought out because he couldn't compete with the Ford. You understand? But man built him own car. And you have Black Wall Street. Many black entrepreneurs in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They will never make the history books, but they are in the history and in the minds passed down from generation to generation amongst our people, right? Not to mention the freedom fighters that happened during slavery, like Nat Turner, Harriet Tubman, Nanny of the Maroons, Cudjo, Pa Bogo, people continued in Ghana and in Kenya and in South Africa, right? Fighting against apartheid. And Mandela most definitely is a part of black history. Not to mention those that contributed with the arts and the sciences of the world. Yeah, there is black people involved in the arts and sciences and in the medical field. Um, there's so many to name. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but I know there is a few. Well, I've forgotten them, but I will try to do the best I can. And also them in my heart. You understand? Me know that for a fact. Me can ask, Google or whatever, AI, and search the internet. But me know them there. The athletes, you understand? The doctors, the soldiers, the militant soldiers who fought in the Civil War, right? With the promise of 40 acres and a mule, yeah? Who fought for England. and they fought for America, and them fought for the South, and them fought for the Union. Black people been here and they've been contributing on the earth, right? The pyramids, the great wars throughout the world, monuments throughout the world. Black people have a hand in it. Yeah, artists during the Renaissance period, the Harlem Renaissance period. Yeah, artists out here who have contributed, doctors who have contributed. I'm sure you can find them if you look for them. You understand? Many that are not mentioned in the history books. Many who have been forgotten by mainstream but are shared by the ancestors, passed down from generation to generation to generation. And we are on the verge, if we're not careful, to lose these things, because there are no book that I know about particularly that has a history of black people, right? The migration from out of Israel or the Middle East and to the four corners of the world. There's really no history. You have to read in between the lines. You know, you have to read the Bible to kind of get the full understanding. So, in the present day now, we're so distracted. We have to remind ourselves, and I give props to the person who pressured the United States to give us a Black History Month. You understand? Yes, it's important because somebody realized that it gotta be a pain, a thorn in their side. We have to be a thorn in their side, a pebble in their shoe, and remind the world that we are a part of the world, right? Though we have differences, you understand, I'm still one people, but many tribes. I always say that. You have Jamaica, you have Haiti, you have this and that, you have Kenya, you have all these different. But when we look at each other, we all see each other. We're black, but we are one people, but many tribes. Same thing when we was in Africa, same thing abroad. We were still one people, but we had many tribes. Now we have the tribal differences. We have to work that out. We're still working it out. You understand? Because I see some brothers on YouTube and they're going all over the world and they're searching for black people. They're searching for black people in Mexico, South America, searching for black people in France, searching for black people in Hawaii. They're searching for black people in Alaska. They're searching for black people in Spain and Rome. All over the world, black people there. China. You understand? That's how much we are all across this world. You understand? And we're making contribution, right? And we're sharing knowledge and we're sharing experiences. You know what I mean? Not to mention Black History, Black Reggae Month. Yeah. The most popular one is Bob. You understand? Who was of mixed descent. A white father and a black woman. You understand? African woman to be exact. You look at Mama Marley, Cedella Marley. When you look at Cedella Marley, Mama Marley, she's literally a descendant. You can see it from out of Africa. You understand? And she gave birth. She never know what she was giving birth to. But she gave birth, you understand, to one of the most prominent, if not one of the greatest singers, musician, prophet of this time. His words still live on, and no artist, no musician come close to the words this man put together that make such sweet melody and pierce the soul. True. Me no know no artist yet we come close to what Bob was saying, that rightly divide the message. You understand? You have artists will give the message, but them either one way or the other way. But this man just come right through the middle. So big up Marley. You know what I mean? And his legacy. Definitely to be remembered in the Black History Month. You understand? We give thanks for these great elders who contributed, made medicine and vaccines and rockets and teach mathematics, calculus and algebra, scientists. You understand? If not great scientists, but scientists. You understand? Musicians. They are there. I guarantee you. They are there, man. Yeah. And today now we come and these new generation and new set of people who are contributing. And we have to keep the fire burning. We have to pass the torch on. You know, we have to allow them to make their mistakes and allow them to make their contributions. Just like our people did, right? For many different reasons. You understand? But we have to keep the fire burning. Because there is no book out there. So it's up to the elders to pass on the history. It's up to the elders to share the knowledge, right? And allow others to know that, hey, we are here and we're not going anywhere and we are a part of this earth. As much as they want to get rid of us and they want to keep us in bondage, we are free because God made us free. And the time is now. You understand? The time is now to share this knowledge with others. And we have our rightful place in history. Oh yes, Black History Month is good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. As much as people stop or focus on that one particular part of history, don't they know that it never stopped there? Don't you know that strides have been making, barriers have been broken? Don't they know that accomplishments have been acknowledged? It doesn't stop there. And mind you, it shouldn't be erased. It is a part of our story because they survived, we survived. If them they give up, a lot of them, you know, the Middle Passage, right? A lot of them walk the plank, keel over, thrown over, dead. I forget the number, what them say, as to how many people really came through the Middle Passage, but me know say it was up in the millions. That was like the Exodus out of Egypt again into Babylon. You understand? So, then say millions come through the Middle Passage. Millions. You heard? So, let me tell you. Can you imagine? Eh? And this is not voluntary. This is by force. Okay? So, when we keep Black history, we keep the memory of those who did not make it and those who made it, who chose survival over death, right? Who bear wounds and scars and were bound in chains and sicknesses, who were pregnant and gave birth, right, to children when they made up their minds, said, my situation must change. My case is different. Yeah. And the evidence is true today. Yeah. All them who did upon the Windrush generation, Ghana, England too. You understand? Them is a part of black history where nobody talks about. The migrations of the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. Yeah. And people who have contributed, put in stamp again. Yeah. On this place we call USAV. Yeah. Come to Ellis Island in New York City, which is where the Statue of Liberty is. Many nations, yeah, contribute, and we put up with a lot, okay? But we survive. Because they survived, I will survive. And because generations before us survived under harsher rudiments. You understand? So what they rudiment, what them are giving now, it's not bad. As if is it as it was, pardon me, I get tongue twisted a little bit. In those days, you understand? And the evidence is there, the history is there. So we give them their rightful respect, and the memory we hold on to. And we trust God, because me is a very big believer in God, you know. And I believe God's timing is right. And also, I believe that if we know ourselves, we know our future. If we don't know ourselves, all we do is destined to repeat the same corruption and malice and envy and jealousy. But when you know yourself, you root out all those things, because there is better coming. And that is what they were telling us all along. Rise up, ye mighty nation. Marcus. Yeah? That was telling us all along. Look at the nations where great 7 wonders of the world come from. Eh? These pyramids. Man. Black man do it. You see me? So, we know the enemy are listening loud and clear. Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. No problem. But it is facts. Them have to flatten the earth for these things to be eradicated. You understand? We don't need no book, even though we would like to have it in a book. But the scholars that are amongst us keep passing it on. And one catch a fire, the next one catch a fire. Keep the fire burning. They pass the torch on. So, me give God thanks, yes, for Black History, man. It's such a good feeling. It kind of put a tan in the side, yeah, of the flesh, because ain't nothing you can do to eradicate the memory of black people. There's nothing you can do. Just like all the other nations who tell a story, we have a story to tell. You see me? And we're going to keep telling it. Even if there is no book, we're going to keep telling it until the world end. We're going to tell the story. Until we dead, we're going to tell the story. And even when we dead, somebody else are going to pass on the legacy. True. You understand? And every now and then we have to beat the drum. We have to sound the alarm. We have to tell the earth we here. Right? A lot of we don't beat no drum. Now we just tambourine or we clap and it's okay. But vibration awaken the soul. Sometimes you have to beat the drum. If you don't know how to beat a drum, don't worry. It will come to you with time. Practice become perfect. Beat the drum. If it disappoint and it upset some people because some people feel say we civilized, we not beat no drum no more. That is where you're wrong. The drum is the heartbeat, the vibration that keep the memory of our people alive. We must continue to beat the drum. Continue to pass the torch. Continue to beat the drum. That is a part of our people. Yeah, that is a part of our people. It amazes me when Mr. Black people get uptight and get fidgety because drum a beat. You understand? You don't have to beat it necessarily like Rasta man. You don't have to necessarily beat it like anybody else, but you beat it according to how the spirit lead you. You beat the drum. Players of instrument. We are two players of instruments. Yeah? And if you go to Africa, you see the people them, the drum is a vital part of music. So me don't know, some people know them in the diaspora, them different. Them they don't like it. They only want to hear bass and guitar and this and that and all these things. Yeah, but they forget say the color of them skin tell them say the drum have a beat. The drum have a sound the alarm, the drum have a scatter everything that is not of God. It's just true. You understand? And this is why I say we as black people, we need to know our history. We need to know the truth about us. Some of it we may not know in this lifetime, but in the by and by, when the Almighty come and set everything straight, we will know. But for the most part, what we can find out, we should find out. And what we must pass on, we must pass on. Don't allow the distractions of this world and the lies of this world to tell us, say, hey, we don't have a history. We have a history. A lot of the world too believe that we don't have a history. But for us who know, we must tell them, yes, we have a history. It's not just food, it's not just music, it's not just this or that. What you see on the circuits broadcast around the world. No, we have a history. And our brothers and sisters who are also on the motherland must be conscious of the fact that, yes, they too are a part of the history. They too have to make amends for what their ancestors done and make room for what their ancestors would love to see, because the damage was done and there is still a lot of damage going on because of ignorance. So you have to put that aside and we have to gain knowledge. Yeah, we have to put that aside. Cho. Yeah, there's no other way to put it, man. We have to put it aside and we have to be strong in the Lord, strong in the power of His might. Yes, we have to be strong in the understanding of what the Almighty is doing and what He's trying to do for our people. Yeah, because it's not over yet, right? There's more to come. So I appreciate you guys listening. Yeah, and I appreciate everybody who subscribed. No doubt. I think this is a special podcast. And all the black content creators, as well as other content creators, we love you know. But especially my people, me love them, man, because we so unique, you know, and it's beauty and uniqueness. You know what I mean? Keep the fire burning, pass the torch, and encourage one, teach one. You understand? And we shall reach the goal. Like, share, and subscribe. I tell this one I'm out. Thank you so much.